Hi, hello everybody. Today is finally the day for the Act 2 release of Destiny Rising. And what's more than that, the servers are down. At least at the time of the recording. By the time you're watching this, there's a good chance that the servers might already be back up, but the only thing that I have to do right now is to read the TWIDR. It's been 2 weeks since their last one, since they skipped one for their break. And I know a lot of you are really excited to hear all of the details coming in Act 2 because they basically marketed nothing other than Hellhest. And the only thing they really told us about Hellhest is that she exists, she uses bows, and she uses a linear fusion rifle, and also something to do with roads. I'm going to be breaking down the patch notes and giving you this early preview of what to expect from the Act 2 patch. So obviously starting out, they're going to be telling us when the maintenance is going to be taking place, and letting us know that we will indeed be getting another 200 Lumia leaves as compensation for the maintenance. So the new content, obviously starting out with the characters they list here, they have Hellhest the Tech Officer, and it states Elemental Arc, role support, bow, linear fusion rifle as weapons. Hellhest is an awoken tech officer from Fellwinter Peak, seemingly bearing secrets that stand in stark contrast to her ordinary background. Well, that's a surprise. Okay, legendary character Rossi-11. Completely zero marketing to do with this guy. I was under the impression that they would be letting us know if there would be a new 4-star releasing along the 5-star, since they did that with Umeka. But I guess these guys just showing up. They're just shadow dropping him. Alright, hello Rossi. Everybody say hello, Rossi. Element Arc, roll defense, weapons bow, and auto crossbow. So this is really interesting. That means that they aren't really going to shy away from doing more hybrid units, or maybe more hybrid units in the future. I imagine they are going to stick with mono units, at least with like 2 element types for the mythic 5-stars until after Maru's release, which I'm presuming that Maru is going to be releasing next. This means that we'll have a second bow unit and also our second auto crossbow unit, which means all of those people who now have a built Mahamayuri, you'll be able to use that on Rossi. All you have to do is get that mythic bow. Of course, we don't know if the exotic bow options are going to be better than Mahamayuri for Rossi. We will have to see. But it says that one day a strange ex-ho donning a mask and old yet regal clothing appeared in the Red Sea Rift. Though devoted to helping those in need, they never leave their name. I will definitely be interested in seeing exactly what Rossi-11's kit entails, also what his story is. Now we have new events, limited time draw, Winter's Emissary starts, and this is going to be the Hellhest drawing event, where you'll be able to get her along with Rossi-11 at a higher rate, and will be available for the 4 weeks of Act 2. The mythic character from the event is guaranteed to be Hellhest, and the legendary 4-star characters that will be available are going to be Rossi-11, Finala, and Ikora. Now this is going to be the second banner in a row that Ikora has been available on, so all of you Ikora lovers out there, rejoice, because if you miss Ikora on the last banner, you'll be able to get her again on this one. We will also have access to character trials for the limited time light bearers available, which is going to be Hellhest, and well, Rossi-11 is going to be permanently available as a trial. And the limited time event Hellhest's tech upgrades start, and this is going to be going from October 9th to November 6th, and says complete challenges during the event to earn high-tier rewards, including Royal Contravene Shards, Exotic Infusion Cores, and Exotic Mod Choice Piercing. So it looks like we'll be getting a gearing event for Hellhest specifically. It says once the event starts, Synthesis for Exotic Linear Fusion Royal Contravene will also be available. Collect 60 Royal Contravene Shards to synthesize 1 Royal Contravene. Up to 120 Royal Contravene Shards can be earned during this event. So you will be able to synthesize 2 Royal Contravenes, meaning that if you want to max it out, you would need to get 2 other from any other source. I've got a quick tip for those of you who are currently missing a Royal Contravene before you focus your first one. You can use the 30 cost engram, the random engram, because it has an extremely high chance of giving you one that you haven't gotten already. Before you focus the Royal Contravene from this event, you can get your first copy as either that focus like random engram to get you your first copy, or get it from a random draw, but that wouldn't really matter too much. If you focus it and get that first copy right there, you can get the next 2 from here, and then you would only need to spend 140 cost engram for the final copy of Royal Contrivy. You would only be able to do that if you don't already have a copy. I guess it wouldn't really matter if you already do have a copy because you already got it from a random drop. And next we have the limited time event Pandora's Wheel of Fortune, and this will also be running for what looks to be 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. States that the event intro looks like Pandora got some more supplies in store for her light bearers. Complete repeatable quests and challenges to earn lucky pointers, and then use them to spin for prizes on the wheel. Once you've claimed all rewards from the Wheel of Fortune, you'll unlock the Premium Wheel of Fortune, granting a chance to claim artifactual clusters, exotic elements, artifact choice chests, and other generous rewards. Come try your luck. Okay, alright, I guess they heard that the reward events were kind of bad. Now they're just like, alright, we heard you boys. Is Act 2 really gonna save us? New shop additions, new cosmetics, added Hellhas Mythic ornaments, added Hellhas Mythic relic ornaments, the Crow bundle, which is going to give you both of Hellhas Mythic's ornaments at a discount, and legendary ornaments, Deep Space Coating, Magnesium Light, Sanguine Spring, and Silk Wrapped Jade will be added to the store alongside Hellhas and Rossi-11's arrival. Now we've got the new bundles. Season of Daybreak Act 2 Patron Bundle will replace the Founder Bundle, and this will be available for the 4 weeks of Season 1 Act 2, and you'll be able to acquire the Patron, Bon Voyage Charm Limited Edition, Pinnacle Energy Reserves, Limited Time Chat Frame, yada yada. We already know. Weekly overclock capacitors will be increased from 2 to 3. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I hardly ever use these anyway. The all-new permanent title Patron will record the number of Patron bundles purchased. Okay, I guess it just shows how dedicated you are to the game. Fun. I hope we get some more titles that track more important things. Alright, Battle Pass update. Alright, now, of course, the previous Battle Pass is going away, and it states new content. The exotic bow Trinity Ghoul has been added to the Battle Pass. I will be able to say my piece on Trinity Ghoul being the Battle Pass weapon at a later date for the sake of keeping this video a bit shorter. I really hope that this isn't the only way to get Trinity Ghoul, because this is an old Forsaken weapon in the Premium Battle Pass. Of course, we'll be getting the same Battle Pass rewards as before, and it doesn't really look like they're increasing the rewards from the Battle Pass either. This is a bit of a disappointment. This is a pretty big disappointment. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, well, moving on from that, optimizations and adjustments. Weapons. Adjusted the exotic shotgun Octant Riotous Spencer's volley mode to return to the default mode when switching activities. Okay. Reduced exotic auto crossbow Mahamayuri's damage to piercing Shinka's weak spots. Okay, so Mahamayuri got nerfed. That is definitely interesting. I don't really like the fact that they nerfed the Mahamayuri, considering how much a lot of people probably invested into upgrading that weapon monetarily, considering how much those photons cost. I definitely don't see this as a good change. I mean, it makes things a bit more balanced, but also at the same time, it's like, I don't think that this change is going to go over well, is all I'm gonna say. Balance the effects of some gifts of the 9. I hope this means that they didn't nerf Boxer plus Spike Shell. Alright, system activity optimizations. Improved the rules related to character invisibility for the activity of shifting gates, and same thing with Iron Bar. Realms of the 9 improved ability recharge and summon duration rules for this activity. Okay. Shadow Shaper duels improved the sources, tips for card backs, and cards added as a tutorial prompt that shows after acquiring them. Alright, new features and system improvements. Draws collectible illustrations can now be used to activate Shadow Shaper card faces. Once you collect all pieces of a collectible illustration, you can activate its corresponding card face. So, does this mean it's like a cosmetic change? Following this update, light bearers who already acquired collectible illustrations will automatically have those cards faces activated upon login. Hellhas Shadow Shaper card will be available in a later version, at which point light bearers who acquire her collectible illustrations will unlock the corresponding card faces. Artifacts added power composition comparison, quick equip, and batch replace features. Okay. Training ground added a character introduction to character trials for the first time. Light bearers enter the trial, they can view the character's intro, including a short bio and strategy summary. That is interesting. Definitely will help out a lot more with the character tutorials in this game. New Light Handbook added a reminder to Chapter 7.2 indicating that Relic Reset will soon become unavailable. Alright, that's good. Homepage added source descriptions for mentor titles. Acclaim improves the display of Acclaim tier up information in the Ghost menu. Improve the display of the Acclaim interface. Synthesis for already owned Catalyst items will no longer be shown. Sparrows improves the performance of Sparrows while descending. Alright, I guess that means that they won't be as floaty. Fixed the item icon for the starter mythic character selector. And performance unlocks the 90 FPS option for the iPhone 17 series and some high-end Android devices. Alright, that is good. That is nice. Alright, economy and reward cost. Alright, added weekly Lumia Leaf gift to Pandora's deals in the store. So, does this mean another free gift? Oh wait, no. That's not the free gift. That's the $3 subscription. Okay. Added Trinity Ghoul ornaments, Strife Secrets, Novel Concept, and Master of Crow's Decree to the Season of Daybreak Engram. These 3 ornaments have also been added to the Season Collection, acquired to increase your collection progress. Added Season of Daybreak Engrams to the Bright Dust shop. Added bows as a potential reward for strikes, Gauntlet Blitz, Gauntlet Onslaught, and Shifting Gates, as well as some legendary and mythic engrams. Only bows? Are bows the only thing? Alright, character narrative contents, character quests, added quests for Hellhest and Rossi-11. Okay. A fixed issues event fixed an issue with the Pegasus Bravo Sparrow. Light bearers can now devent from the Sparrow Racing event shop. Season fixed a text issue with the Haven's Crest Protector's Oath effect. Fixed an issue in which multiple connection special effects would appear when multiple Tantu supers were activated simultaneously. English localization fixed some issues with some Shadow Shaper card effect descriptions, thank goodness. Fixed text formatting issue affecting the exotic crossbow Mahamayuri's lore page. Alright, and some Latin American Spanish localization, and that's all for the update. So what I'm reading through here is that it doesn't seem like that there's any new activities, and the only things that we've been promised are new legendary mythic bows, the of course reward events that will be going throughout the entire update as well as the next 2 weeks, the new characters of course, and the new battle pass and that other stuff. I am really disappointed in the fact that, well, for one, they nerfed Mahamayuri, and 2, Trinity Ghoul is only in the battle pass. At least that's what I read there. Whether it's only in the battle pass or just featured in the battle pass, I really don't want 6-year-old weapons being shown off as this premium battle pass weapon option, especially because how much it's going to cost people to not only obtain it but also upgrade it. I'm sure the reward events are going to be really nice, but at the same time I'm not really sure if this is going to be enough for the people who are really looking for something new in this game, especially because after those reward events are through, we're just back to where we were before in terms of reward income. That's about all I have for this overview of the patch notes. If you're enjoying my coverage of Destiny Rising and would like to see more in the future, as well as if you're interested in upcoming games like Duet Night Abyss and Ananta, be sure to subscribe to the channel because I will be covering all of those. I would like to hear your thoughts on some of these changes in the comments below. If you're really upset about the Mahamayuri nerf, if you're curious about Rossi-11 and what he could do, or if you're also just upset at the fact that Trinity Ghoul is the battle pass weapon, make sure to let me know in the comments below. With that all out of the way, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you all next time.